So we are a British couple that met 2 years ago in Australia, and today we're going to continue our series of taking you through all the places that we've been to and giving you our advice.
And today we are in Byron Bay.
So Byron Bay is a little beach town located in the northeastern corner of New South Wales.
And this is actually the second place I visited on my East Coast itinerary, and it was definitely one of the most places I was excited for. Luke's not been to Byron Bay, so I will be sharing the experience and Luke will be sharing the tips today. Okay, so my experience in Byron Bay was, well, actually it was quite cold for one, because we actually went in Australia's winter, but it was sunny, it didn't rain once, so it was actually beautiful. It definitely lived up to my expectations. It was very chilled out. There was a lot of wholesome activities to do, and the food was really delicious especially if you're vegan or vegetarian. There's a lot of options there. And I think Byron Bay, smoothie bowls, healthy salads. It's got that good culture. They preach sustainability a lot as well, which is really nice. Overall, I would definitely say this was a great place to do, and I would not personally miss it out if you are doing the East Coast. Really.
Thing is with Byron Bay is we'll talk about how you get there, but you can't fly there, really.
Yeah, not really.
Kind of got to drive.
Which is why if you are doing the East Coast, you would put it on your itinerary.
So we're going to talk about some of the main attractions that you can see or do at Byron Bay. The first one is surfing. I've heard Byron Bay is really big for surfing.
But you'll go to the beach and there'll be surfer after surfer after surfer. Yeah. There's so many surfers because the waves are so good.
I feel like Australia in general is really big for surfing, but Byron Bay is definitely one of the main spots where surfers like to go.
Yeah.
So is that where you tried surfing? It wasn't.
No, not in Byron Bay, no. And I must say they are very brave, them surfers, because there is sharks in
the ocean. There's literally sharks.
Then again, I did surfing in Sydney.
Would there have been sharks in the winter?
Yeah, no, where I went,
in the winter.
Maybe not so much the winter, but I went surfing in Port Stephens.
Insert a clip of Jess trying to surf.
Listen, right, I was close to standing up. I was close. I got on my knees.
And you got cold.
And it was so cold. I got out and went and got coffee. Everyone else stayed in.
Especially if the weather's nice, definitely try surfing at Byron Bay.
And they do surf lessons as well, so you could definitely do that.
Probably a good idea.
I actually did, instead of surfing, if you want to do something, I did kayaking.
Yeah.
Well, this is what we'll go into as well, but dolphins is a really good, seeing dolphins is a good spot in Byron Bay. So I actually personally didn't see any, which was so sad. But I know somebody who did go. I think Anastasia on YouTube went and she did the kayaking in Byron Bay and they've seen so many dolphins. So many. I was so jealous. I really want to see them. It's on my bucket list. So the second attraction is the famous Lighthouse. This one I did do. So you can actually do a few things here. So you can obviously walk up it, which is a beautiful scenic coastal walk. My friend actually walked up it in the dark to see the sunrise, but then he did it again as well at sunset with us. And when we went up there at sunset, it was so beautiful, and because the season we were there, we actually seen a humpback whale from the distance in the ocean, which was incredible.
So if you do go and see the lighthouse, then you are actually seeing the most powerful lighthouse in Australia. So
fun fact for you all.
Fun fact. Yeah, definitely worth seeing if you're going to be there for a few days.
Yeah.
So the next one is an interesting one. It's the Glowworm Experience. What's this?
So I actually didn't do it, but I wanted to do it, but we didn't do it. It looks amazing. So you basically do a tour, you go see all the waters. Fun fact as well, there's a lot of waterfalls around Byron Bay. I mean, not by it, but like a bit of a drive. So you can do tours and they take you around the waterfalls and you can swim in them as well. And there's actually like this hidden spot in a cave where there's glowworms. They're basically worms that glow in the dark.
I've seen that.
Or we'll insert some pictures if you can find some.
Or some videos.
It just looks amazing, and so that's one thing that I wish I would have done. And I just want to mention one more thing before we go on to the next topic. So this is actually 1 hour away from Byron Bay, and it's actually a town called Nimbin, which is a place I also wanted to visit, but I didn't, because you need to like drive. You need to know somebody who drives, and it's basically what you imagine Byron Bay would be like, but back in the olden days. It's a really hippie vibe town, lots of weed smoking, and apparently it's just a really unique place to visit. So yeah, put that on your to-do list if you are going near Byron Bay.
They are pretty much the main attractions and stuff in Byron Bay. I guess you just want to chill most of the time when you're there, don't you? Because I think it's a really nice little beach town, so I guess you're going to be happy just chilling on the beach, going for some nice food,
doing some yoga classes. Very chilled out,
you don't need to do too much, I mean.
Yeah.
So in our last video about Sydney, we gave you one overrated thing. Now there isn't that much that's overrated about Byron Bay that we found, so we're just going to give you one negative thing about Byron Bay, and that is that it's expensive.
Yeah, I'd say it's more expensive than
most places.
But I think that's just because they struggle to get things there. So you'd more go there to visit, you wouldn't go there to live unless you've got a hell load of money, like the celebrities who live there, which we'll go on to later.
It's like anywhere touristy, they know they're going to make money, so
yeah. So when should you visit Byron Bay? Like in our previous video for Sydney, we said you should visit in spring, which is the months of October and November. Also autumn is a good time to visit Byron Bay as well. Basically when it's not too hot and it's not too touristy is when you want to go.
Yeah.
Winter, I wouldn't recommend.
No.
However, it was very quiet.
Yeah, and if you don't mind the busyness, then I can imagine summer's pretty good.
I would have just liked to experience the beaches when it was a bit hotter.
Yeah,
I think it would be.
You did the East Coast in winter. That's
I did.
Pretty shit. So where should you stay if you visit Byron Bay? A couple of recommendations are the YHA or Wake Up. You stayed in Wake Up, did you?
I stayed in the Wake Up hostel, and it was such a good location. It was right on the beachfront, and it was so clean, so beautiful. The rooms were nice and bright, and there was a lot of benefits with the hostel. So you had free yoga sessions, free bike ride hire, free surfboard hire, a cheese and wine night, and
that's really good for a hostel.
So much.
Because we stayed at most hostels and they don't offer anything.
Yeah, they had so much going on, so it was just overall really good vibes.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were just really accommodating. And obviously me and Luke always preach the YHA.
Yeah, YHA is, it's reliable, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've stayed in at least like 2-3 YHAs and they're always pretty good.
Yeah, so yeah, I really did rate Wake Up. But I do feel like it was cheaper though because we were there in winter.
Yeah.
I think it would be quite expensive.
So packed out in the summer.
Yeah, so you just gotta look around. You'll find some good hostels. There's plenty of them in Byron Bay.
So how long should you stay in Byron Bay when you visit? We recommend about 2 to 3 days. You probably don't need too long because it is small.
It's so small.
And you're just going to be chilling, doing a few little bits. If you want a chill week, I guess you could do.
Yeah, like I would definitely chill there for a week.
But if you're just doing a trip and you're trying to see as many places as possible, yeah, just do 2 to 3 days.
I think I only did 3 days.
Yeah.
And that was, we did everything.
3 nights.
I'm not sure, I can't really remember, but it was something like that. So how are you going to get there? Like Luke said before, there's not an airport, is there? Is there an airport?
I don't think so. There might be like a tiny airport, but not for commercial flights or anything.
Yeah, so you're more than likely going to be driving there from somewhere, whether that's you've got your own car or you're getting the Premier or the Greyhound coach. We got the Premier coach and it took about, I think it was 10 hours from Sydney. Because I remember saying, oh, this is such a long drive. That's the shortest drive I've ever done.
We did 22 hours, didn't we?
Yeah, like it's nothing compared to what we've done.
That's mad, you're still in New South Wales though after that 10-hour journey.
Still in New South Wales, it's crazy. Before we get on to the last section of the video, we are sponsored to... I'm joking. That's what it sounded like I was going to do, didn't it? I wanted to give you another fun fact. So actually, a lot of celebrities live in Byron Bay, and 2 of them being Zac Efron and Chris Hemsworth. Another fun fact for you, when I was there, Chris Hemsworth, it was his birthday and him and his family were having dinner in the restaurant next door to the Wake Up hostel, and I seen him.
Did you say hello?
No, he was having his meal with his family, but I seen Chris Hemsworth on his birthday.
You didn't say hello?
I didn't say hello, no. And it was actually in the newspaper on the next day that they were all spot surfing on the Byron Bay beaches.
Oh.
We're all like, teenage girls. So yeah, that's a fun fact. You see a lot of celebrities on their little holidays, which I don't blame them. Some of the houses there are so nice.
That was one of your favourite places from Australia, wasn't it?
It definitely was, and I would definitely love to go back.
my rating for Byron Bay.
So Luke can't give his rating because he's not been. So my overall rating would definitely be an 8.5 out of 10, just because I think it's a beautiful place. It's got fun stuff to do.
You like places like that. It's not like crazy nightlife or anything. It's just chill.
It's just chill. Like there's no night. I don't think there's any nightclubs.
No.
It's just like it's just escaping the city, and it's just nature and wellness. Obviously, you know I like that. Go follow my YouTube channel. But anyway, yeah. So I definitely rate it a little bit higher if I went back in a warmer climate.
Yeah.
Because I think it would have made it just a little bit better, because it was freezing when we were on the beach and stuff. But actually it didn't rain, so it weren't too bad. But yeah, it was so beautiful, so lovely. I would recommend anyone to go to Byron Bay if you like that kind of vibe. Yeah, definitely go in the season if you can, when there's the humpback whales, which is July to November, I think. It's actually June to November, so
we hope you enjoyed this video, and we're planning to do all of these for everywhere that we've been to give you our best advice, and most of them we have actually both been to, so
yeah.
You had a good time in Byron Bay.
Yeah, I had a great time, and obviously I'll insert pictures and stuff. But yeah, please remember to follow our TikTok, my YouTube, blah 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 blah, Luke's TikTok. Leave it all down below.
Everything's in the description, so check it out.
Yeah, but let us know what other videos you want to see as well as this series. But for now, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.